the Law of Mentalism. This is video number 13 in a series explaining the universal laws for beginners. If you haven't seen our previous videos, make sure to watch them for a better understanding. For a better experience, simply put your headphones on and relax while listening to this video. What is the Law of Mentalism? According to this universal law, everything we see and experience in our physical world has its origin in the invisible or mental world. As within, so without. As we believe, so it manifests. To change the visible, change the invisible. To change the fruit, change the roots. You can do a simple experiment at any time, sitting wherever you are. For a minute or two, look around and notice the number of items you see that are green in color. When the time is up, take a paper and a pen and write down the names of these items. After you have done this, try to recollect all the things that were blue in color while you were looking for the green items. Most likely, you will not remember too many. The point is that we notice and thus bring into our reality only what we are looking for and thus focusing on at any given moment in time. The same holds true for life in general. What we draw out in life depends upon our state of mind. When we have a positive mindset, we attract into our life situations, circumstances, and people that validate our beliefs. On the other hand, with a negative mindset, everything appears to be negative. In fact, our world exists only in our minds. Without awareness, the world ceases to exist. Have you ever thought about where the world goes when you are asleep at night? Although it may continue to exist outside our awareness, it disappears as far as we are concerned, only to reappear the moment we wake up. In India, there is a saying which would translate to English as, "Whenever you wake up, consider it the beginning of the day." If you come to think of it, the morning begins the moment you open your eyes to the new day. Before that, it was still the previous night. Recently, I came across the life story of a guy who was born without limbs. Being affected by a rare syndrome which results in a total lack of development of the limbs, he consisted of just a head and a torso. Ordinarily, anybody in this situation would have gone through life feeling sorry for themselves and being totally dependent on others. However, this guy thought otherwise. He trained his mind for success to such an extent that, of all things, he ended up becoming a motivational speaker. In an interview, he recounts that quite early in life, he realized that he could not become a doctor or an engineer like other people. Taking stock of what cards life had dealt him, he decided instead to become a motivational speaker. It rather worked in his favor because seeing this guy on stage talking, of all things, about the positive aspects of life made people wonder. Deep down, they probably thought to themselves, if this guy can focus on the positive aspects of life, what's really my excuse? It just validates the concept that physical handicaps are irrelevant as long as you do not have a mental handicap. Aligning with the law of mentalism is totally a choice. You can focus on the positive, drawing more positive circumstances into your life, or you can make your life a living hell by focusing on the negative aspects. Remember, whatever you choose will become your reality. The law will always work depending upon how you choose to work it. You can do yourself a big favor if you stop blaming yourself as well as others for whatever happens in your life. Quit justifying to yourself why you did not or could not do something. Stop complaining about your circumstances, parents, teachers, or financial situation. If you want to have the life that you dream of, you must start by believing that you are totally in control of your life and whatever happens to you. Try taking a 100% control of your life and how you respond to the situations that life throws at you. Even if you end up with at least partial success, you will have gained back a lot of control. Ultimately, it is your decisions that shape your future and hence your life. Here are 4 key points or exercises you can do to understand the power of the law of mentalism. 1. Believe that today is going to be a really, really good day. Set the intention into motion, preferably the first thing in the morning, and see the difference in what comes to you and how you handle it during the rest of the day. By setting this intention, you are sending positive vibes ahead of you, which will help physically materialize what you mentally believe in. 2. During the rest of the day, keep reminding yourself of your intention whenever you catch yourself faltering. Write this quote somewhere where you can see it often. The only difference between a good day and a bad day is your attitude. The right attitude during the day makes the right stuff happen, and at the end of the day, influences your perception of what you made of it. 3. At the end of the day, before going to bed, make a list of all the things you did well and the situations you handled nicely. Look at yourself in the mirror eye to eye and tell yourself how proud you are. Give yourself a mental pat on the back and get ready to go off to sleep in this mood. Remember, the thoughts that you have in your mind just before sleeping will set the tone for what goes on in your mind throughout the night. Ultimately, this determines whether you will have sweet dreams or nightmares. 4. Consider each new day as a new life. Make a list in the morning of all the things you want to accomplish during that day, and then a short debriefing at night before bedtime of what all you have actually accomplished. If you do this, you will realize that you are living many lives within a lifetime. You will end up doing more, enjoying more, and living more. To learn more, check out other videos on this channel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.